can tell from here, but our yard is completely frozen, and so are the trees, because we had an ice storm on Saturday. And so it's Monday, and we have an inclement weather day because the back roads are still very, very slick and icy. And so no school for me. Yay. Oh, there's one of my outside kitties. Yeah. Oh, I'm coming to get some food. So I'm getting over this creeping crud, which is why I did not vlog at all over the weekend. But by now you would have seen that I still had a video up on Wednesday. So that was really fun. I don't have a lot on my agenda today other than just kind of resting some more, drinking a lot, and just trying to get myself geared up for the next 4 days of school because we have Valentine's Day in the middle. So that'll be full of excitement for the kids. So I will check in with you later because I've got a kitty that really wants some attention. 846 and 892. Less than, greater than, or equal to. Less than. Woohoo! Good morning. Happy Tuesday. So Monday was a snow day, and I showed you the ice. Actually, it was an ice day because the roads were bad still. The ice hadn't melted off, and when it did melt, it refroze. So it was really slick and nasty out. Lots of accidents. I was very glad to stay home because, as you can hear, I got sick Friday night and just went downhill from there. Just the creeping crud, nothing serious, nothing horrible, just feeling cruddy. So I was glad to have another day of rest. But I can't just sit there and rest. No, I have to make more work for myself by scouring Pinterest for awesome new Valentine ideas that I can implement the very next day. That's how I roll. I always have to add more stuff to my already heavy, full plate. But that's okay, because I enjoy it. So, let me show you the outfit that I'm wearing. I decided I was going to think pink this week because the color pink makes me happy. I love the color green as well. Green doesn't really tie into Valentine's Day very well, though. So I thought I'd think pink because why not? It's kind of gray and grody outside. It's Valentine week. I want a happy color that I can put on every day and smile about. So I'm going to try to wear some kind of pink every day. So today I have a pink shirt, and this is from Dollar Tree. Yes, this is one of those dollar scarves. I have a gray little jacket thing. I have special leggings that I'll show you in a moment. Then I have this cool insert for my chameleon ring. This is what started my chameleon ring. It was a Valentine gift from my husband. So he got me this and some other little interchangeable pieces. And then through the years, he got me some more for like Christmas and birthdays. That's why I have so many of them. Then I have this. This will be a clue to the pants that I have today. So let me back up and show you what I have on. Well, you probably cannot tell from that far away, but I'll give you a close-up. Here we go. Yes, I'm wearing penguins. And they have little cute hearts, too. I have been waiting to wear these leggings forever. I got them back when I was getting all of those Christmas leggings. Yeah, like the end of November. Oh, yeah. So, they've been sitting in my closet waiting for the perfect time to arrive. And today is the day, my friend. So, I was going to wear them when we did the pink penguin unit. But there was, I think it was dress up week or something. And so, I wasn't able to do it then. Sorry, my desk, yet again, is a mess. But it's an organized mess. I mean, there are piles, stacks of things. My daughter had a 7:30 practice this morning for her singing contest group. She forgot about it. We live 25-30 minutes from her school. She went, oh, I have practice this morning at 7:30. And it's like, I don't know, 10 till 7, and I'm not ready to go yet, and she's not ready to go yet. And I went, you might be late. Yeah, probably aren't going to make it on time today. And she's like, well, I need to try. I said, well, we'll try, but I can't guarantee because this girl not fast today at all. I was able to get myself ready. I don't know how. It was a miracle from God. That's all I can say. Because I left and I was like seriously looking at myself going, did I put everything on? Am I dressed completely? Do I have everything together? Yeah. So I get her to her school. She's like 5 minutes late for her practice. But here's the thing. That made me late getting to my building. I'm supposed to be here like in my room at 7:45. I pulled into the parking lot at like 7:45. So, you know, you got to take all your stuff out of the back of the car. You got to walk all the way through the parking lot, get into the building, get down to your room, all that stuff. So I barely squeaked in here before the students came at 7:50. Yeah. I basically dropped my stuff, put my refrigerated things in the refrigerator for lunch, threw my coat on the chair, whipped out my computer, got it going, and opened my door because I knew they'd be coming in anytime. And then they're so used to me opening the door and letting them come in that I went ahead and opened it. And I said, come on in, friends. Whenever you're there, just come on in. And so I greeted them as they walked through the door. But I was like still trying to get my computer up on all the little things that we do, like the attendance and the lunch count and the things I was doing for the power hour group that would be coming at 8:15, because I had, you know, not very much time. Because I had to get the attendance taken and the lunch count taken before I could move on. Okay, so that was, I felt like frazzled today because of that, because of starting out late, which is why I like to get here earlier so I can just get myself centered for the day. Like, not to be too zen or weird or anything, but really, I admire people if they can work like that, because I can't do it. The people that just fly in and just start working. I would like to have at least 20 minutes before I have to deal with people. I really do. Especially after you've had a snow day and you've had to rework your lesson plans. I didn't even get a chance to print them out. I print them out at school. So I was like looking on my screen. I knew what I was doing, but you know, I like to have that visual right here on my desk. I'm just old school, I guess. I like to have things paper. I'm a paper person. So I'm like, I know what I'm doing, but I had my page numbers on my plans of where I was going in the Go Math things on the slides. And so I'm like, hey guys, what page is the last page we did? Because I don't know. My technology's all goofed up. Thankfully, that should be fixed very soon, because I saw the IT guy in the hallway this morning. He goes, I'm going to come to you next. I'm like, yay. He goes, well, there's something wacky going on with the Wi-Fi around here. I said, yeah, I'm sure. That explains a lot. So he's going to come in sometime and work on it. And I don't think I even need my board basically the rest of the day until late buses. And I definitely need it then, because I got to keep those little people occupied for a good 30 minutes before their buses come. Otherwise, it'll be insanity for Mrs. Bond and she may die. Okay, so I tried to combine yesterday's math lesson with today's math lesson. But before we could do that, I needed to kind of review last week's lesson to get us back into the swing of what we're doing. That did not go well. They were very squirrely because of the weather and all the weirdness and throwing our schedule off with not having school yesterday. And then we were supposed to have a sweetheart dance on Sunday. It was a mother-son, father-daughter, and they were at different times. Like they had one from this time to this time, and then the other group came half an hour later from this time to this time. Because of the weather, the dance was canceled on Sunday. But they decided to do it yesterday. So the kids were all like, woo, from the dance stuff last night. They were woo from having the snow day yesterday, and who knows what time they went to bed. Nobody knows. So they were not focused. I'll just put it that way. They were not focused. And at one point I said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, we're going to really be cracking down on this listening stuff, because I can't teach you if you're not going to listen. And I said, no one has the right to stop your learning. I went on with my lesson. We had snack. We went on and on and on. And then I switched to the next lesson and I looked at them and I went, oh, we can't do another lesson. They are done. So basically I said, close your books. Don't put anything away. Just close your books. We're going to switch to a different thing right now. So I just pulled out one of those watch think colors. And it was a groundhog. It was one I had intended to do another day but didn't get to it. And so I already had it on here and I already have the papers copied for it. We went ahead and did that 100s chart mystery picture with the watch think color. It went right along with the lesson, because the lesson that I did was using a 100s chart to add or subtract tens. So you go up or down on the 100s chart. You know, you find your number, and if it's like 55 plus 10, you're going to go down 1, and that's 65. Or if it's 79 minus 10, you're going to go up 1 and go to 69. That's all we were doing. That's exactly what this watch think color was, adding 10 or subtracting 10. And they were just not getting it. And I said, guys, this is all. They were trying to do 57 minus 10. That's 57 minus 10, that's 5 tenths minus 1 tenth, that's 4 tenths, and then 7 ones. They were trying to make it complicated. I said, guys, just do what we did in our math lesson. You have your hundreds chart in front of you. That's what you're coloring on. Find the number. Like if it's 55 plus 10, find the 55. Plus 10, remember, we go down 1. You go down for every 10. You go up for every minus 10. You're just going to go down 1 and color that number. And they're like, I'm like, it's really that easy. It's all we're doing. Exactly what we just did in our Go Math. And they're like, they kept going, it's too fast. It's too fast. I'm like, not if you're doing it like that. You're not having to do all these complicated calculations in your brain. So we got to the end of it. Some of them really didn't color much on their page because they thought that they didn't know how to do it. So they gave up. I just let them struggle because part of learning is stretching and having things be a little hard, like persevering through it. So, you know, I didn't let anyone get to the point of tears or anything because it's totally not worth that at all. Not worth that. But I did let them struggle just a little, and then I kind of bailed them out, and then I let them struggle a little bit, and then I'd bail them out again. You know, I was doing my scaffolding. At the end, I said, guys, this is all you need to do. This is what we've been doing. And then they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I said, it's okay. This is all new to us. It's still new stuff. So we'll do it again, and it'll be easier next time because you know how to do it better now because you've tried. They're like, okay. And then I always show them the picture at the end so they can fix their picture so they can take that home. Yeah. Then I had them open up their math book again. And I said, you know what? Nope. We had like 20 minutes or so and I went, I'm not going to start a whole new lesson now. I had them put everything away group by group. Have them sit back in their spots. Had to get them all settled down again because they went kind of, ooh. I said, here, I want to show you the next lesson, which is our last one in this chapter. And then we're going to do our review, our like practice test tomorrow. And then we'll take the test on Thursday. So I really want them to be getting these concepts. So I said, I just want you to watch. I want you to see that this is the stuff that we've been doing all along. Because this last lesson was taking basically the stuff we'd been doing through the chapter and then reviewing things from like chapter 2 and 4, which is addition and subtraction strategies. They put that in there too. So basically there were some word problems and there were some just regular equations, and they'd have like, some would be adding sets of tens, some would be adding a 1 to a set of tens, some would be just like single digits added together or subtracted, and some would be like teen numbers subtracting a number. And I said, you recognize these? And they're like, I circled all the ones that had the double digits in them. I said, you recognize these? They're like, I said, have we been doing these? And they're like, yeah. I said, what are these? What are you doing with these? We're adding tens and ones. I went, exactly. What about these down here? Do you recognize these? Have we done something like this before? And they're like, yeah, like a long time ago. I said, yeah, like back in September, October. Yeah. I said, do you remember doing that? Yeah. I said, that's all this is. They're trying to tie it all together in your brain now so that you know you can do it because we've done it before. They're like, oh. So I didn't have them write anything down. Not on a whiteboard, not on a scrap paper, nothing. I just showed them the stuff. Now we'll go over it tomorrow when their brains are fresher. But tomorrow, maybe hoping for too much because it's Valentine's Day. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I'm just planning on kind of going over that again. I don't even know that I'm going to have them write any of that down. But I do want them to write down everything on our review test as we go through it. Because as I've said before, the review test is a mirror of the actual test. The difference is the numbers have been changed to protect the innocent. But seriously, it's exactly the same thing, just different numbers. So I need them to know how to do each one of them so that they can do them on the test. Because on the test, I can't go, okay, here's number 4. Let's do this one. Because obviously we're checking to see if they know how to do it, which I've been telling them. I said, you really need to listen, guys, because Mrs. Bond can't help you on the test. I can help you before the test. That's what this is. So that was my frustration. I'm just like, focus, please. So I just, you got to know when to stop. You can't just keep beating that dead horse. You can't. As much as I wanted to do that next lesson, I just knew there was no point. I mean, there's no point in doing it. If they're not going to listen, they're not going to get it. It's going to be a waste of time. You're going to have to do it again anyway. So you might as well just regroup yourself, think on the fly, do something else. So that's what we did. And then I took them to specials, and that's where they are now. Yeah. goodness gracious. Yeah. And they didn't get to do Prodigy today. I told them we'd start Prodigy again today. Or this week. I told them on Friday that we would start doing Prodigy again this week because we'd have a normal week. Ain't no normal about this week, honey. And I even had it worked out to where I would just like, I have them grouped Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I have like 5 kids. Well, actually I have 2 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 6 because we play partner games, and if I took 5 out, then we'd have an odd number. Anyway, I have them grouped to where there's a certain day each week that's their Prodigy day. Well, when we don't have school on one of those days, it throws everything out of whack. But what I do is I take the people that missed and I'll put them on the next day we're back, and then I'll add, like if 4 people were supposed to do Prodigy on Monday, I have 8 iPads. I can take 4 people from Tuesday and add them together and let them all do Prodigy on Tuesday. Oh, that's my alarm to hate my lunch, and I just don't feel like it. So I'm not going to be doing that. Anyway, so I told them today, I told them before we started, I said, we were supposed to start Prodigy again this week, guys, remember? And they're like, oh yeah, Prodigy, I like Prodigy. And I'm like, okay, calm down the Prodigy talk. Here's the deal. We don't get to that if we don't get our math done. And they're like, oh, I said, and the only way we get our math done is if you come along with me for the math ride. If you're listening, if you're paying attention, and if you're doing your math with me. It doesn't work if you interrupt me, if you shout out, if you're not paying attention, if you're talking about something else, if you're goofing around, then that wastes our time because then I have to do it over again. And it takes twice as long. Well, we did not get to it, obviously. So I'll have to rework the rest of the week to try to get everybody in Prodigy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll make it work somehow. Even if I have to be like, you have 15 minutes today and you have 15 minutes today. Whatever. I have a lot of things on my to-do list. And a lot of it involves just printing stuff off my computer, so that's no big deal. I did one of the more time-consuming things. I cut all these little hearts out on the die cut machine upstairs. So I got those done because I'm going to do Valentine stations tomorrow after lunch instead of our normal thing. So it's more fun. So we're going to be doing we have 5 stations. 2 of them are math and 2 of them are literacy. I'm looking at my lesson plans that I did get printed out and put up here. And then one of them is going to be iPads. I think that during their iPad time, they can get on Prodigy if they want to, or they can do Starfall, or they can do basically whatever. Free choice. So there's a roll and add heart game that I think I printed out upstairs and forgot to grab, but I'll get that at lunchtime in just a few minutes. And there's a word bump. I did print that one out too, and it's up there, and I forgot to grab it, so I'll grab it too. There's a pattern block picture page that I need to physically copy because I had to do a little finagling, and I'll show you that one. So I will link these below too, which won't help you for Valentine's Day because it's already passed by now, but you'll have the resources for next year if you like them. So I found some pattern block pages that were hearts, which I thought were super cute. But since my kids are first graders and already know how to pattern and sort and by color and shape and all that, I thought, well, let's kick it up a notch. So mine is a roll the dice, add the numbers together, and cover the pattern block spot where the sum is of what you rolled. So I just put a number, an answer in each little spot. So if they roll like a 6 and a 6, they get 12. So they could cover this one, or they could cover this one, or they could cover this one. So you have to get the answer before you can fill in your pattern pieces. That'll be kind of cool. And I also found this one. So it's got more stuff. It'll take longer. This will be one of the stations that they rotate to. Now I'm only going to put one of these out because they only have, I think I've got it timed for 12 minutes because we only have an hour and, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes or something. And we need to have cleanup time. So each rotation, they're at the thing for 12 minutes. Then they have movement time. They have cleanup and move on to the next spot and get yourself settled and start. So yeah. And I've got my little timeless app. I don't know if I've ever showed you this. Let me show you my computer. There's this app you can get. It wasn't very expensive. If you see on my computer down here at the bottom, there's a little clock. You can set times, like alarms, to go off to music. And I know Miss May uses lots and lots of musical transitions, and I am a big believer in that, because you can kind of like condition a kid when they hear the song, or they know that's, I'm doing this. So we have the mustache song, which is a clean up everything and come to the rug song that I've used before. Then I have the I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. That's a move to the next thing. Don't clean up everything and put it away. Take your stuff and move to the next thing. So they've already used these before. I've got all of my transition times already put in. Since I had time on the snow day yesterday, I did that. It's ready to go. It's only set for Wednesday at the times that they're supposed to move. So it's going to be great. And hopefully I can maybe film that for you tomorrow, since I'm supposed to be just an innocent bystander, a director of traffic, and a solver of minor problems, I hope. Because everything that they're doing, they've done before. It's just like, they haven't done this per se, but they've done the roll and color a picture before, and they've done pattern block pages before. So I'm just combining skills they already know how to do. Then when they get done with that one, then they're just going to count up how many of each one they had and color in their graph. We're going to be doing a graphing unit in chapter 10, I believe, and we're about to go into chapter 9. So I'm kind of like front loading some graphing stuff just to throw it in there so it's not just like crazy. But they already know how to graph from kindergarten, so it's not going to be a huge deal. But if they know the basic, start at the bottom and color in however many, and then you can count. Then we can move on to the questions. You know, what can you learn from a graph? You can learn how many are here. You can learn how many more of these there are than these, or how many less of these there are than these, and all that kind of stuff. So that'll make things a little easier for everybody. Okay, I'm going to go get my kids because my alarm is about, I guess I have a little more time. I think I need to get some stuff ready to copy so that I can use my lunchtime effectively. So let me do that. I've been talking a very long time. So, because I haven't talked to you since basically Friday. Yeah. I'm going to go for now, and I'll check back in with you later when I get a chance. Hey there, friends. Whew, I am just tired. I look really lovely, too. I'm just wiped out. We got, I don't think I showed you that. I made like I'll just show you. Okay, so in my haste to trying to get the personal narratives whipped out, I forgot about the sequencing of the events of the narrative. So to help them out, since they'd already written a whole page, and they did a great job on it, they just needed to edit. And I went, well, okay, let's just not edit right now. I typed this up for them, and I projected it too so I could tell them what to put in the blanks. Basically, they took the information they had already written in their paper, and they filled in the blanks. And then I'm going to have them rewrite this on their paper. And if they can rewrite this onto their paper, they're good. Because they already did the other paper, so I'm good with that. And it should follow the rubric. Even when a kid is copying stuff over, they don't always spell things right, even though it's right there in front of them. They'll spell it however they think they want to spell it, and that'll be something that I'll look at. I will give them another chance when I edit with them for the final copy. But really this should be the final copy. So I will go over this with them first, obviously, and check, because this will be like Christmas. Make sure Christmas is spelled right with a capital C and all that. I'll have them fix those kind of things on this paper, and then when they rewrite it, it should be done. Because I realized the way I had them write the other one was more of an opinion piece, because they told why they thought it was the best present. And I'm like, wait, that's an opinion. Because I was thinking about that. That's this quarter's writing objective. I was able to hopefully make it fit the expectations. I looked at the rubric and went, I totally forgot to do that. Oh my gosh. So hopefully this fixes it, because they're supposed to use first, next, then, and last. Or first, then, next, and last. I never remember which way it goes. First, then, next, last is how we do it. Yeah. And then they had to have an introduction, then the sequence of events, how it happened, then a first, next, then, and last. First, then, next, and last. Holy cow. See what I mean? It is time to get the students from recess already. Yeah. That's how quickly things fly by. So I need to print out something from the Scholastic Classroom magazine thing first. We are going to be talking about Rosa Parks today, because I'm starting a diversity, uniqueness, kindness thing. So that's kind of part of it. And, fair and equal and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, and I need to go get my kids from recess in about 10 seconds. So hopefully I can do this very quickly because I want to have these papers printed on the copier when I come back. Oh, goodness. So glad that this remembers my password because I wouldn't be doing very good. Oh, the IT guy came and he was able to fix some issues with the Wi-Fi here. And then I just need to update. I updated my iPad. That should fix the problem with that not projecting. So that should work for late buses. And then tonight I need to update my computer. He said it would take about half an hour, so that's not bad. And then it should be working swimmingly because he said there were some weird things going on with our Wi-Fi here. I'm like, no kidding. So there are 2 videos and then the Scholastic magazine and then 2 papers that we're going to do. So that should take us the whole 30 minutes. I think I'll have them pack first because then that'll be done. All right, I will see if I can check in with you later.
They were working to make sure that everyone had the same civil rights. All the work that these people did to end the unfair laws was what we call the civil rights movement.
Hi. My daughter and husband are off cutting wood blocks for Caitlin's project for her boyfriend because we always have to do things last minute in our house. Yeah. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that they're gone to put together Caitlin's Valentine. So let me show you the stuff that's going to go in her bag. First of all, this cute little bag came from Dollar Tree along with this cute little bag. She's going to give this to her boyfriend. And this one's going to be for her. I have all these awesome things to put in there. So she loves Nightmare Before Christmas and she loves Jack Skellington. So this is a cute little thing I found at Walmart. And look, it's got like glittery stuff in it. I don't know if you can tell, but like a snow globe kind of thing inside, but it's all glittery and glistening. See that? That's going in there. And I got these from the Target Bullseye's Playground. Those are going in there. I showed you this before. She's getting little donut erasers. And she loves the little chocolate covered marshmallows for Christmas, the Santa ones. So I got her the marshmallow hearts. She loves those. I found this cool mug because she really likes to drink tea like me or hot chocolate. And it's pretty inside too. And it's a very nice size, so she can put a lot in there. So she's getting that. And these cute little heart-shaped pretzels I got at Dollar General with little sprinkles on them. Those will be fun. And this says I love you a whole lot. So cute. Oh, and I forgot I have a donut squishy for her. I need to find it though, because I might have taken it to school accidentally. I don't know. I'll have to look for it. The cats are just swarming me, so I'm going to put this together and I'll show you what it looks like. I also have a little surprise for my coworkers, and I'll show you that in a minute too. I also had Valentine socks for her. Here's a pair. Fries before guys. And these just cute little stripy ones. She's always losing her socks because she just takes them off randomly through the house and just like flings them. It's weird. So, more socks for her. I just rolled up the socks and I put them inside the mug. So that'd be kind of cute and kind of insulated a little bit. I also have this really cute tissue paper. You can tell it's hearts. It's kind of dark over here. That's better. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to floof it a little bit. But I also made little gift tags because let me show you what else I'm giving to my loved ones and my coworkers. That's right. Can you tell? They're heart-shaped donuts. Oh yeah. So, my husband and my daughter will be getting Donut You Know How Much I Love You. And my co-workers will be getting Donut Forget How Awesome You Are. Along with these little notepads I found at Target. Don't forget. That will be a cute little thing to surprise them with tomorrow. I'll show you the finished product when I get it all put together. Alright, here's the finished product. All tied up in a pretty little bow, ready for tomorrow. Yay! Happy Valentine's Day.